From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for the debate.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In a departure from the usual opening lead story and the day's news headlines, tonight I come to you with a big announcement, an announcement right from my heart. My dear viewers of the Republic Media Network, we are now a fortnight into 2021 and this year is going to be fantastic. I have this deep belief that after all the difficulties of the last year and the challenges for the country, this year, for all of us and for our beloved country, is a year of great opportunity. 2021, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be India's year. I have no doubt about it. This is the year of the unquietable resolve of the Indian people. And it is this resolve and this undeterred purpose which will make us shine on the global map this year. It is time to have global aspirations. And with that deep belief, ladies and gentlemen, as part of our national service, Republic has decided to do our bit to work with, to support, and to ensure that proudly Indian, homegrown, local brands, especially in the space I love, the tech media space, the space in which we operate, the media and tech space, the tech and media space, shine and beam world over this year. So on behalf of the Republic Media Network, I am announcing tonight and calling out invitations for the Republic Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative tonight. This initiative has the pride of being Indian at the core, and it has the ambition of taking that unstoppable spirit to the entire world. So how will we begin? Ladies and gentlemen, if you have an idea, or you know someone who has an idea, if you're a startup, an entrepreneur, or you know someone who is working in the tech space, or the media tech space, if you're a company or simply if you're an individual, but you need the support, you need the platform, you want to work with someone else, you'd like to work with us, where we can share our expertise, our platform is yours. All you have is to have a vision for Atmanirbhar Bharat, especially in the tech space, in the media space, in the media tech space. Then please write to me, write to us and my team at atmanirbharbharat@republicworld.com. Write to us with your idea. We've set up focus teams who will be spending the next few days and weeks sifting through all your ideas. And I look forward on the 26th of January 2021, our Republic Day, we will officially announce the partnership with 3 to 5 organizations, individuals, or ideas to work with, to promote and to support. As an organization which prides on being Indian, and we are steeped in being entrepreneurial, we now want to work to encourage entrepreneurs rooted in India, because we believe that the Indian entrepreneurial spirit is invincible and indomitable. The Republic Media Network is soon going to announce its own global ventures. Before that, we want to work with others who share a similar ideology, a belief, you can call it by whatever name, that it is time now to make the world ours. So write to us with your ideas. I really look forward to reading. I look forward to partnering with you. I look forward to sharing your dreams. you sharing your dreams with us. So please send in your ideas so that our teams which are waiting will go through them, and on Republic Day we can announce a few ideas that will be officially part of the Republic Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. We will then work together to make your dreams ours and give it global aspirations. Ladies and gentlemen, Nation First, No Compromise on republicworld.com, and on the channel we'll be giving more details of that, but you have the email address. I'll show it once more in the course of the debate. So please send in your ideas to us, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's begin the debate tonight. I have three big debates this evening. My first debate is simple. Bengal is for all. Who's polarizing the fight? Debate number 2 this evening. Just hours ahead of the mega immunization drive. That's our second debate this evening. Vaccine critics, show me the evidence or keep shut. That's what I have to say to you. And here are the headlines. This Friday evening on the debate tonight. Trinamool fearmonger says days will be numbered for minorities if the BJP comes to power in Bengal. Danga politics to BJP has blood on its hands. Communal statements become highlight of the Bengal campaign. Top BJP leaders from Bengal land in Delhi. Amit Shah prepares strategy to counter Mamata. From Madurai to Udhampur, India gears up for the largest COVID vaccination drive starting Saturday. Prime Minister Modi will flag off the world's largest inoculation program at 10:30 a.m. Will interact with frontline workers. India looks forward to it. And with no proof to back fake news, vaccine critics and the negativity gang must keep shut tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, when an elected representative of a political party makes such a divisive speech, we must then first begin on the premise that such a speech cannot be made without approval of the top party leaders. And that too when you're virtually seeking votes on the basis of religion, when you are playing on the fears of a community. This raises concern of a completely communal election campaign. So tonight, I start with what Trinamool Member of Parliament Nusrat Jahan has done. Her speech has triggered a rightful storm on who is spreading a polarizing campaign in Bengal. This is what she said, and that is why we must debate.
বিজেপি সরকার যেখানে আসে সেখানে কিন্তু মাইনরিটিদের উল্টো গিনতি শুরু হয়ে যায়।
Nusrat Jahan, a young MP from TMC who herself had come under heavy attack from radicals for marrying a Hindu, is now openly fear-mongering ahead of elections.
সেই হিন্দু মুসলমান খ্রিস্টান আমরা সকলে একসাথে বসবাস করেছি। আগামী দিনে যদি আমাদেরকে এইভাবেই এগিয়ে চলতে হয় তাহলে কিন্তু আমাদের দিদিকে দরকার। কারণ যেখানে বিজেপি সরকার ঢোকে সেখানে শুধু তারাই থাকে আর অন্য মানুষেরা কিন্তু বাঁচতে পারে না। আর যদি কথা বলি মাইনরিটি, তা আপনারা জানেন যে যখন বিজেপি সরকার যেখানে আসে সেখানে কিন্তু মাইনরিটিদের উল্টো গিনতি শুরু হয়ে যায়। গোটা ভারতবর্ষ সেটা কিন্তু দেখেছে, গোটা ভারতবর্ষ জানে যে তারা কি করে মানুষের সঙ্গে।
Top BJP leaders from Bengal are in Delhi, and Union Home Minister Amit Shah is chalking out the strategy for elections. And the party has made it clear, it will be development above appeasement.
मुसलमानों के लिए अलग से कॉलेज, पॉलिटेक्निक, ITI और हज मंजिल यूनिवर्सिटी तक बनाया गया, हॉस्पिटल तक बनाया गया है और मुआजिम और इमाम का भत्ता भी दिया गया। ये पूरा देश में कहीं कुछ नहीं है। तो जिन लोगों ने आज तक विभाजन की राजनीति किया हुआ है, आज मुसलमान उनसे दूर जा रहे हैं।
So by seeking votes on religious grounds, are political parties playing on the fears of a community?
অনেকেই চারিপাশে করোনার থেকে বেশি ডেঞ্জারাস, করোনার থেকে বেশি ডেঞ্জারাস কি জানেন? বিজেপি। কারণ ওরা আমাদের কালচার বোঝে না, কারণ ওরা মনুষ্যত্বের দাম বোঝে না, ওরা বোঝে না আমাদের পরিশ্রম, ওরা জানে শুধু বিজনেস। ওদের কাছে প্রচুর টাকা, চারিদিকে টাকা ছড়িয়ে দিচ্ছে। আর টাকা ছড়ানোর পরে যেটা করে সেটা হচ্ছে এরা ধর্মকে ভিত্তি করে মানুষের মধ্যে দাঙ্গা লাগায়। ওদের হাত এমনিই রক্তে লাল।
Is the TMC MP taking cue from a party supremo who has made similar statements in the past?
পুরো ভারতবর্ষ ভেঙে পড়েছে। একবার করলো নোটবন্দি, আর একবার কোভিডে হলাম আমরা গৃহবন্দী, এরপরে করবে জেলবন্দি, তারপর ভারতবর্ষটাকেই বন্দি করে রেখে দেবে। যেমন ট্রাম্প করছে দেখছেন না, হেরে গিয়েও বলছে না আমি জিতেছি, তো ওরাও তাই হেরে গিয়েও বলবে না আমি জিতেছি, হাম জিতা হ্যায়। কোনো পার্থক্য নাই, একই জিনিস, এপিট আর ওপিট কোয়েনের।
With the facts out in the open, who is polarizing the fight in Bengal? Let's debate.
Nalin Kohli, Shishir Bajoria. Nalin Kohli is national spokesperson of the BJP. Shishir Bajoria is of the Central Election Committee of the BJP. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, Chancellor of the Maulana Azad National Urdu University. Rudranil Ghosh is an actor, well-known actor from Kolkata, joining us. I'll find out soon which political side he's on. I'll make it clear that nobody from Bengal can say I'm not on a political side, then you'd be a very unique person. Everybody has taken sides. I'm not forcing you to take sides. Gulresh Sheikh is a political analyst from Indore. He leans to the BJP. Kirip Chalia, former member of parliament of the Congress party, a senior leader of the party. Subir Bhaumik, senior journalist from Kolkata, former BBC man for India, very argumentative, delivers a punch, can do so both physically and verbally. Shubhankar Bhattacharya is a Trinamool Congress supporter there and from Lucknow. Mehez Khan hates the BJP from Delhi, and Mohammad Tausif Rahman is a political analyst, hates the BJP, supports the Trinamool Congress.
Introduction, Arnab.
Right? I think I am the only neutral person on the
We love
debate.
India.
pretty good.
Arnab, we
I
love
think I am
Bharat.
the only neutral person on the debate, Mehez. That's what I said. No, but I said I am the only neutral person among all of you
But
on
I
the
like
debate.
the introduction, whatever you gave. That's perfect.
Happy New Year, Arnab.
I
I
liked
love
it.
India.
Whatever
Okay, thank you,
No matter
thank
how
you.
much
About me
hate you
and
try
for
and
others, I
fill in
just
the
liked it.
country,
And
I
thanks
am
for
going
sharing
to
your
fight
joke,
that
Arnab.
hate for you. Thank you.
Okay. I'm glad you liked the introductions. Thank you. I'm going to make my introductions as long as Elvis Presley
you
used
so
to make the introductions to his concert with everybody on. Now let's begin the debate. You like the introductions,
Expecting nonetheless.
but Mohammad Tausif Rahman, please come into the debate with Shishir Bajoria to start with.
Yeah.
Apunaku.
Of course.
Apunaku Subida. I wish everyone my best wishes on this auspicious day.
Bihu is special for me, you understand. I've lived long years in
The question is Mohammad Tausif Rahman. I know.
Yes.
I know. I haven't been back home in a long time. Mohammad Tausif Rahman, what is this kind of comment? If the BJP enters Bengal, then the countdown for Muslims has begun. Wherever the BJP enters, the countdowns for minorities begins. The only conclusion I can draw is that you have nothing else left to debate. You have conceded the election before it starts. I'm starting with Mohammed and
Should I leave
Shishirji,
the
please.
studio now?
Mohammad Tausif Rahman, brief comments. Don't make it very long. Yeah.
No. And see, this is what, if you're saying Nusrat said something about the minority and supporting the minority and said something about BJP, that whenever BJP comes, minority goes back, you have to understand where all this hatred is coming from. BJP and RS leader Rajeshwar Singh said that by 2021 December, Muslim and Christian will be wiped out. You have to understand the importance, whatever he said, Arnab. So people like us, belongs from minority, don't you think we will feel little bit of scared, little bit like demotivated when a national party, world biggest political party, Bharatiya Janata Party, says something like this, that minority and Christianity will be wiped out. Like minority, Christianity is under minority as well. So when these things will be heard, it is automatically, leaders like Nusrat Jahan, she's an MP as well, will say something like that. And when you talk about secularism, Nusrat married a non-Muslim guy.
There is a difference between...
Nusrat married a non-Muslim guy. So she is secular.
No, but there is a difference between... Okay, one line intervention and Shishirji response. Now listen, my friend. Now you are a great debater, but you are not in a declamation, you are in a debate. Listen to the other side. My point is, there is one thing about feeling apprehensive, another thing of making it the center of your election campaign. Shishir Bajoria.
Well, very clearly, first of all, festive greetings to everybody. Very clearly, I must point out, 2015, Nadia riots, who did it? 2016, Kalia Chowk, who did it? 2017, Panchla, who did it? 2017, Baduria, who did it? Trinamool is all about riots and all about communal riots. What Nusrat said is nothing different from what her leader, our chief minister, she's also my chief minister. What did she say for Bharat Sevasam Sangh? She said to Dilip Maharaj, again, Arnab, half a sentence in Bangla. আপনারা এক এক জায়গায় ভালো কাজ করেন কিন্তু বেশিরভাগ জায়গায় আপনারা দাঙ্গা লাগান। For a Hindu organization like Bharat Sevasam Sangh, she has the guts to say আপনারা দাঙ্গা লাগান. Would she have used those words for any other organization? Show one case of Bharat Sevasam Sangh দাঙ্গা লাগান by a chief minister. When she is the police minister, she has said this on record, and this is on tape. This is how you all polarize. And this is Nusrat Jahan is simply following in the footsteps.
But sir, who started all this polarization? Why do you think, Shishir sir, why do you think this is all happening after 2014? Since BJP came in power, since BJP entered West Bengal, why this hate mongers, why this minority demotivation started, sir?
He blocks vaccine truck.
Why you should answer us?
To a journalist, come, I will show you.
We have seen the same session of BJP when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister.
On the right, thank you.
We loved Atal Bihari Vajpayee. We loved Sushma Swaraj.
You very nice, very nice. You
like
our leaders.
Hated BJP.
See, the country has voted for BJP under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi.
I'd like to...
Please, you may not like.
I'd like to bring in Mehez on the debate. Thank you. Mehez and Nalin Kohli will be on the debate. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Please, gentlemen. Please, I don't think...
Question to Nalin is...
I'm just making a limited point. Mehez, 1 minute. I repeat the words. I'm not sure if I can be heard. 1 second. 1 minute. Mehez, 1 minute. Mehez, 1 minute. Mehez, 1 minute. I want to repeat the exact words and then I'm handing over to you. What is said is the following. If the BJP comes to power in Bengal, Muslimon ki ulti ginti shuru ho jayegi, which means the countdown for Muslims will begin. What is this, viewers? Is this not a crude attempt to instill fear in the minds of all the Muslims? You have nothing positive to give to the people. And why are you identifying with a community? Why don't you do a campaign that crosses the bars of religion? So Mehez, make your point and Nalin Kohli will respond. Yes, please.
Can I respond now? We've heard you, Arnab. I know, yes. I've heard you. Firstly, let me just put it very clear that this politics of abusing is outrageous for anyone. Firstly, we should rather criticize every single person here who would actually be involved in this kind of politics. Secondly, let me make it very clear again. We must really go back and see, where did it all start? So let me tell you, I must congratulate BJP and Nalin Kohli for representing a party which actually started the abuse. And the flag bearer of the entire system of abuse goes to the great Prime Minister of India. You haven't seen a Prime Minister in the world who follows people who spread hate, violence, That's the kind of people he follows on Twitter. Second, let me make it very clear, the entire name calling of a sitting Prime Minister who goes to Uttar Pradesh elections and calls Mandir, Masjid, Kabristan, Mandir wahi banayenge. So I guess probably you all go for a deaf ear. What about the appeasement politics which the Prime Minister of the country does? You would not have you have no audacity to question that, because that does not fit into your questions, Arnab here. So my question to
But the BJP is in power in India. Are you saying the countdown for Muslims have begun in India? The BJP is in power in India. Would you say, Mahesh, that the countdown has started for Muslims in India? 1 minute. The BJP, using your axiom, your logic, is in power in India. Is the countdown on for Muslims in India? Please answer. Nalin.
I will quote you.
I have a few things to say.
Arnab, I will quote you.
Now that Mahesh ji has just finished her long speech, may I have the courtesy to at least be able to give a response? Or is this a one-way street where Article 19 applies only to those who abuse the BJP? So let's get down to some facts. These are strong views without any basis. Of course, the beauty of our constitution is that we also, she's equally entitled to come with a whole pack of lies in her right to freedom of speech and expression. Has a single Muslim been deported, an Indian citizen from this country? What is the... I have not interrupted you, madam. Madam, I have not interrupted you. Madam, I have not interrupted you. You have said rather unpalatable things, and I had the decency. I have had the decency to hear you, and I'm only requesting the decency. No, I'm sorry, madam. I'm sorry, madam. I have heard you. Arnab, I can't debate like this. This is rudeness. She's a lady. I will not like to stoop to the level of being rude to a lady.
1 second. Now we have a problem in the debate. We have a problem. Nalin Kohli, don't pull back. 1 minute, both of you. Okay, Mahesh, now the point is, see Mahesh, all I'm saying is, you return the favor. The gentleman who's speaking now maintained pin drop silence when you spoke. And he's saying, and I'm saying to you, return the favor. You get very irritated when anybody speaks over you. But you seem to enjoy it when you speak over others. It's a very strange situation. So please let him complete his point. You're the ones who said that Muslims will have a, reverse countdown will start if the BJP comes to power. And Nalin Kohli is continuing the debate. Nalin Kohli is on the debate. Kirip will respond to him. Let's go have a quick debate. Yes.
Thank you. So my very first point is, as a single...
Now again, Mahesh. Oh, no. Not again. Not again, Mahesh. Please.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Goswami. Not a single Muslim citizen of this country has been disfranchised, has been put on any train to say Pakistan. I can say the reverse. That Hindus, Sikhs, other minorities, Christians in Pakistan are at the receiving end. That is the nature of politics of Pakistan, not of secular India. Number one, tell me one scheme of Narendra Modi ji's government that discriminates against an Indian citizen. Forget about Muslim, any Indian citizen. Doesn't make any day, whether it is farmers, whether it is ladies, whether it is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, whether it is Ujjwala, whether it is anything. Show me a scheme. There is no discrimination, because this is a government of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Because the Bengal Chief Minister has failed in her agenda of Ma Mati Manush, now she's sending out all her representatives, Jakar bhek banao, bhek. Frighten the Muslims, get them to somehow consolidate and forget about the issues of development, forget about it. You've got Muslims like Feroz Saab sitting here from a university, ask him. He's a man who could speak about whether Muslims are feeling unsafe. This is the politics of negativity in the absence of any positivity that they can show in West Bengal. And the crux of this whole thing is, this is the people who say, look at the cause. Then we will tell you that this is how do two wrongs make a right? Assuming, I'm just making an argument, assuming somebody does a wrong somewhere, does that give you a right to do that? Is this a blood versus blood kind of a thing? If someone goes out and murders something, you're going to say, oh, we have the cause now to take law and order into our own hands and murder another person? Ridiculous argument. Not substantiated or not protected or not entitled under the Constitution. What we saw today from the Trinamool leader is rank communal politics coming from even Didi and her team, and it has to be seen in that light and that line alone.
Mahesh is back. Okay, I'll allow a counter now.
Exactly what we get to hear every day.
I'll allow a counter now, and then I will allow. Here's a brief
Naveen,
counter because you were speaking there and there.
Ever since Narendra Modi has taken the center stage and the entire BJP,
Incidentally,
appeasement politics since 2014.
I would also say
Nehru
perhaps
Gandhi
you may want
family,
to at least refer to
hate
the Honorable
politics,
Prime Minister as
hate
Honorable like this
politics,
or
name
Chief.
calling your
I'm just simply saying
opposition.
that.
I can quote and tell you that Amit Shah goes to UP and calls the opposition as Kasab, quoting K for Congress, S for Samajwadi Party and B for Bahujan. That is what Amit Shah calls the opposition. They call them an outright terrorist.
Firoz Bakht is on the debate now, on the other side.
Politics has changed since you have taken center
I think
stage.
you're not addressing the
The
issue.
politics was not the same before
No,
2014.
so you're-
All right,
there was respect.
Mehez.
So you're saying you're in the
Mehez, we have
business
heard you a
of...
lot
Mehez, one
for
second.
almost,
One
11
second.
minutes.
One second. One second. Firoz.
Mehez.
Firoz and
Mehez, you've
Shubhankar.
spoken for 11
Firoz and
minutes.
Shubhankar are on the debate now, please. Thank you, everyone.
It doesn't matter who speaks the right thing is what really matters here.
Yes,
have time.
Arnab,
Start.
could I begin? Now listen to me. Arnab Goswami, please let me start. You know, this is the tragedy, travesty and misfortune of the Muslims of West Bengal that for almost 30 years, 3 decades or more, they have been duped by Jyoti Basu. He totally destroyed the state of West Bengal. After that, his friend became the... Just a minute, please don't interfere. Please don't interfere, let me go ahead. Otherwise, I will not let you speak. Have patience. After that, his friend became the chief minister. And then for 10 years, Muslims were duped. They were destroyed by this megalomaniac of now this lady. She's
What do you mean you cannot become a Muslim? Please mind your language, sir.
Mamata Banerjee, she's a megalomaniac. She's mentally deranged. The way she says Nadda, Khadda, Chadda, she has no mind.
Please,
And
no
she has
personal
destroyed
comments,
the
please.
state of West Bengal. And Muslims are now confused. Muslims, let me speak. Muslims are now confused.
Please don't wear a topi and sit
they
in
do not
national
know
debate.
who to
Please.
vote. Now
You make
Muslim
no
vote
sense.
will be divided
Just because you have
between
become a
Owaisi,
chancellor.
between Mamta.
Why should he not wear? Why are you making a personal comment, Mohammed Tawseef?
And I swear, in the days to come,
I am making a personal
Shubhendu
comment.
Adhikari
I am making
will
a
be
personal
the new
comment.
chief
Then he
minister,
should not
supported
talk
by
about the West
Modi,
Bengal Muslims.
supported by Modi,
You
by
should
Amit
not
Shah
talk about
and
our
Nadda.
CM,
You people
and
have
you
no
should not
stake.
talk about
You are
the West Bengal
communal
Muslims.
people, right?
You have zero
people
knowledge.
like you,
You are
Muslims
talking
like
like a
you
juvenile.
have destroyed India. The
आप
way
बच्चे
you
की तरह
pour,
बात कर रहे हैं.
the way
Now
you
your
pour
whole
vitriolic,
concept
the
is
way
being
you
seen
pour
like a
poison,
juvenile.
आप
You are
जैसे
making no sense,
मुसलमानों
sir.
की वजह
Please,
से
please,
आप
please,
मुसलमान
Arnab.
जो
I
है,
will not listen
he
a
is at
single word
stake.
from this
आपको
man.
शर्म आनी
For the
चाहिए
Muslims.
जिस तरीके से
He
आप
has zero knowledge.
मोदी जी के खिलाफ जहर
He has
उगलते
zero-
हैं,
what do you mean by
हिंदुस्तान
Muslims
के
are
खिलाफ
suffering
जहर
in West
उगलते हैं.
Bengal?
अरे काम करो,
Since 30
वेस्ट
years.
बंगाल में काम करो,
अरे
मुसलमानों के,
आप
हिंदुओं के,
मोदी जी
सिखों
के
के
तलवे
दिल
चाटिए
जीतो.
ना.
Do work.
आप तलवे चाटिए ना.
Don't
अरे
pour
हमसे
this
क्यों कह रहे हैं
vitriolic.
तलवे
Let
चाटने
me
के
tell
लिए?
you,
You lick his
you
feet.
have been exposed.
We are not
Your
going to
boss,
lick anyone's
your
feet.
megalomaniac lady
You
of a
lick
boss,
Modi ji's feet,
Mamata
you lick
Banerjee.
BJP's feet.
She is an egotistical woman. She has been exposed.
Shubhankar.
Now Muslims have no faith in.
Shubhankar, no
I
personal
went to
comments on
Park
any
Circus
individual
a
leader,
couple of
please. It's not
days
required.
ago.
Stay on the substance of the
Muslims were
debate.
saying that
Stay
they
on the
will vote
substance
for
of the debate.
Owaisi. I am
Stay on
telling
the
you,
substance of
you
the
have
debate.
no stake now.
Shubhankar is on the debate with Gulrez right now. Shubhankar and Gulrez are entering the debate. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. I think it's absolutely horrendous.
First of all,
I think it's absolutely horrendous. I think it's absolutely horrendous to try and instill fear in any community before an election for a political reason. Gulrez is on the debate responding right now to Shubhankar, please. Gulrez and Shubhankar.
Arnab, the real thing is that the countdown of
Arnab,
Mr.
now if I'm
Mamata
allowed
Banerjee
to
has started, and so is the
Arnab, if I'm
countdown
allowed
of
to
TMC.
speak.
That is the reason they have gone nuts
This is
and they are
strange. This
doing
is
all
quite
these
strange
things.
that
And
first of all I was
remember,
put
they are
along
not
with
the
Firoz
first people
and
to
still I'm
say
not
all
allowed to
these
speak.
things. Even in 2014, it was Mr. Rahul Gandhi who said that, who gave some odd number that if BJP and Narendra Modi comes to power, about 23,000 Muslims will be killed. I don't know from where he got that number, but these people were igniting fear just for the polarization and gaining votes, but it doesn't work, and here also it won't work. And remember those dark days are now. During the UPA time, we were seeing headlines in newspapers daily that some poor Muslim chap used to be arrested, and they used to.
Gulraj, you made your point. I'm going to Shubhankar and I'm getting in Rudranil after that. I want to give everyone an opportunity in the debate. I am getting in Shubhankar and Rudranil will respond. I would just say before I go to Shubhankar and then Rudranil responds, 1 minute. Rudranil, 1 second, just a minute, one small point. I will make a humble and small intervention. Don't we know how polarized the situation is already in Bengal? Don't we know what happened in Bashirhat? Don't we know things are very much on edge? Don't we know there are enough people trying to polarize? But when elected representatives goes and says that Muslims' countdown begins if the BJP comes to power, then I think you are essentially going around saying that over the next 3 months all we will do is polarize and try and push Muslims into a corner, hoping that they form a community which becomes a voting bloc which votes en masse for us. That's very opportunistic. Shubhankar, please make your point. You can't change my views, and then Rudranil will respond. Yes, please, from Kolkata. Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Arnab, let me start by congratulating you on sharing your opportunities in the line of media, tech space and all. Because long time I actually heard about something about development of entrepreneurship, employment, because we are just been talking about polarization. What are we exactly targeting to? Can't an MP like Nusrat Jahan express her fear? She has just expressed her fear that this is what the Muslims in the country are feeling like. Because what we are feeding into, why this appeasement has made a sentence, a huge sentence with the BJP tagline. Why a community is continuously being branded as Bangladeshis, as Pakistanis, as Rohingyas. Who do we brand? Do we brand any other community? Can we just include one more community?
No, I don't think. Who has?
Bangladeshi or
who has brand Muslims in such a way? Who has? Name the person.
In every debate.
Who has?
In every debate, Arnab.
No, 1 second. Indranil, has anyone done that? Has there been any such stereotyping in Bengal by the BJP or others?
Of course, it
I don't think so.
Be done.
I don't think anyone has stereotyped the Muslim community as Rohingyas. You're making a factually wrong comment. Rudranil. Okay, Shubhankar, hear from Rudranil. Shubhankar, hear from Rudranil. Hear from Rudranil and then we'll come back to you, right?
Consider that the Mamta Banerjee has...
Hear Rudranil and come back to you.
Why should it be branded as Mamta Banerjee? Why is it supporting a particular... I mean, it's a very strange situation in a democracy like this.
Shubhankar, you have to intervene. He won't stop. Shubhankar, thank you.
What are you talking about?
Shubhankar, thank you.
Yeah.
बोलने दीजिए उनको.
शुभंकर जी थोड़ा बोलने दीजिए.
Yeah, continue.
बोलने दीजिए. अर्नब जी एक ही बात है ये चीज कि 2019 के इलेक्शन के बाद जहां बीजेपी का वैसा कोई संगठन नहीं था बंगाल में, बंगाल के पीपल ने 18 सीट दे दिया था बीजेपी को. 18 सीट. दिस इज नॉट अ मैटर ऑफ जोक. और ये 18 सीट यानी आप असेंबली इलेक्शन के तरीके से देखें तो नियर अबाउट हाफ ऑफ द बंगाल अगर दे दिया तो उसके बाद लोगों ने चुना. इसके मतलब कि लोगों ने चुना बीजेपी को. बीजेपी का संगठन उतना जोर.
You are expecting leaders, the so-called corrupt leaders,
just a minute, just let me say,
to fight for you.
Yeah. Let me finish. कि
go on.
पीपल ऑफ बंगाल उन्होंने वोट देके बीजेपी को बढ़वाया है. ठीक है, बीजेपी ने बढ़ाया है, बीजेपी को बढ़ाया है. उसके बाद आई नो शुभंकर एंड ABCD जो भी रेस्पेक्टेड पीपल यहाँ है, जो भी है, मैं आपको बोलता हूं कि बंगाल के सिटीजन होने के नाते हम लोग सभी ने देखा पिछले 1.5-2 सालों से एक गवर्नमेंट मैंने बोला कि जो भी है शुभंकर, उसके बाद जो है रेस्पेक्टेड पीपल है, सॉरी आई कांट रिमेंबर देयर नेम, सो फॉरगिव मी. सो एनीबडी जो भी हैं, तो आप प्लीज ध्यान से सुनिए कि उसके बाद से गवर्नमेंट आता है, गरीब लोग जो 80% हैं, हमारे 80-90% हैं, उनको खाना खिलाने के लिए, घर देने के लिए. उसके बाद हमने बंगाल में क्या देखा कि उन लोगों के लिए जो रिलीफ फंड जो है, जो गवर्नमेंट का जो स्कीम्स है, वो उनके पास नहीं जा रहा है, टीएमसी के लोगों के पास जा रहा है, टीएमसी के लीडर्स पे पास जा रहा है। वो लोग उनका काटमानी ले रहे हैं, उनका घर का पैसा, उनका खाना का पैसा, उनका चावल का पैसा चुरा रहे हैं। सबने देखा, सबने देखा।
That is your version.
वो आप शायद नहीं, आपने टीवी पे नहीं देखा, खबर में नहीं देखा कि मेरा वर्जन नहीं है। ममता बनर्जी ने ये सब लोगों को कान पकड़ के उठक बैठक कराया। ममता बनर्जी ने बोला कि काटमानी वापस दो। उन्होंने
Bengal, then why does your party require to bring in the crowd onto the street and enchant a particular line from, let's say, Hanuman Chalisa?
मतलब पब्लिक का पैसा
every time. Respond, please. He heard you. He heard you. Now Shubhankar, pull back and let Rudrunil respond. Debate is on.
That is the sort of question that you should be
पैसा
asked
चुरा
for.
रहे हैं लोगों ने। वर्कर लीडर्स लोग पैसा चुरा रहे हैं, गरीब इंसान का पैसा। ममता बनर्जी ने खुद बताई कि पैसा वापस करो। तो उसके बाद हालत सुन, शुभंकर जस्ट अ मिनट, उसके बाद से उसके बाद हालत ऐसा हो गया, हालत ऐसा हो गया कि उसके बाद से
if you have so much of evidence, go to the people, step into the election with those dialogues where you can expose us.
कौन बोल रहा है?
Rather than why do you need why do you need a religious card to be played every time? Why do you need to bring in the crowd and tell them, oh God, you are Hindus,
लोगों का वोट बढ़ रहा है, लोगों का समर्थन बढ़ रहा है बीजेपी के ऊपर। बीजेपी के
Shishir Pajoria is back on the debate. 1 minute, I'd like to get in Subir Bhaumik right now, please. Subir Bhaumik and Nalin Kohli are back on the debate. Shishir, 1 minute. Subir Bhaumik and Nalin Kohli are back on the debate. Viewers, 9:33 right now. Subir, I waited to come to you. Now let's call a spade a spade. I expect nothing less from you. If you are truly neutral, which you say you are, then you must say that the Trinamool Congress is going too far in the process of polarization. Look at what Sogato Roy said. You know him well, Trinamool MP. He said,
who think they know everything about Bengal, and I'm left with very little time to speak. So I think, you better call me for debates on Assam. I'll be very happy.
No, I'm giving you full time.
Anyway.
No, I'm calling you on Bengal now. I quote to you what Sogato Roy said. When Sogato Roy responding to the All India Majlis, what breaking news?
Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you a breaking news. There is likely to be an understanding between a small political group called the Barak Democratic Front, which is sort of active in the Barak Valley of Assam, with the Trinamool Congress, because they are going to bring to Bengal and add to Mamata Banerjee's campaign here. Now, why I'm saying this is that polarization that you are talking about is not only going to be on religious lines. These people are going to come here and say that in the NRC exercise in Assam, more Bengali Hindus have been excluded than Muslims in the NRC. So BJP is,
there you are. So you underline my point. So Subirda, 1 minute. So Subirda, first of all, thank you for the breaking news. I can see that you're still, you are still a consummate reporter. What really brings a smile to your face is sharing a breaking news story, which I completely empathize with. But the question here is, the point you made, the point Subirda makes, Nalin, is bringing us back to the Hindu-Muslim card. NRC, CA, Hindu, Muslim, Bengali-speaking Muslim, Urdu-speaking Muslim.
Absolutely.
No, I'm saying it's the religion card.
It is.
It's the religion card, isn't it, Nalin Kohli? Isn't it a religion card? That's the point.
There is, Subirda, with your permission. Subirda, finally.
Do you realize that at the peak, sorry.
Yes, thank you,
I don't
Subirda.
want to speak over Nalin, but I want to give a small piece of information. In 2014, the peak of Mamata's sort of, thing, when she got more than 34 seats out of 42, did she get a single seat in Bengali Muslim-dominated districts like Murshidabad, Malda or Uttar Dinajpur? No. Those people still voted for Congress. They voted for left. Uttar Dinajpur, Mohammad Salim from CPI. So Trinamool actually did not make much of an impact on the Bengali Muslims, because if they had done so, they would have got very good results in Murshidabad, Malda, and yeah, and I have here a younger brother of mine sitting from Murshidabad who is talking about, how to develop Murshidabad and not getting any traction with any political person here, Mr. Bakhtiar. He comes from the IT industry. And
no, but come back to the subject.
What I'm trying to say here is that
you are avoiding the subject. Subidha, the subject is the Trinamool Congress saying if BJP comes to power, the countdown for Muslims has begun. Let's remain focused on that.
Yes,
Nalin Kohli is responding to you, sir.
Nalin. There is in this country a lobby. And I use that word, a lobby whose entire raison d'etre, the reason of their existence, is to build a narrative that Muslims and minorities are in danger and we are your protectors. This is the same kind of thinking who will sit on TV channels, who will be in political parties. Whenever there is an election, they'll go and say, be careful of the BJP, they will throw you out. Throw out what? An Indian citizen under the Constitution is equal. There is no distinction under Article 14 between a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Parsi, Jew. There isn't. And this is a government sworn on the Constitution. Narendra Modi ji's government is a government, like every government, that takes the oath on the Constitution. And therefore, the policies, the directives, everything work for India and Indians first. But this lobby will always like to say, no. You are Muslims and you are in danger. And I'll tell you one more thing. Take the example of Muslim scholarships for students. Under Modi
not his usual argumentative self.
More Muslim students have received scholarship than under the Manmohan Singh government. So how is it that the Muslims get benefits of schemes in greater number under Modi ji, but then this lobby will say, no, this is an anti-Muslim, anti-minority government. It's lies without foundation. They are back to that routine thing again in this election.
Subhankar is on.
We have seen with Nusrat Jahan's statement.
Kohli, where does it cause appeasement if
Kirip Chalia is unusually quiet on the debate today? The fact of the
education of the minorities. Why do you call it appeasement then?
We should actually talk Assam here, rather than waste our time on Bengal, because there are too many experts here.
Yeah, one minute. No, the issue is about what is happening in Bengal. No, one second. Shishir Bajoria is on the debate with Kirip Chalia of the Congress Party. I am surprised Kirip Chalia is quiet today, Shishir Bajoria, because otherwise he'll have to admit that the people of Bengal and all over the country are tired of polarization today. Today, Imams have written saying elections will not be fought on the basis of religion. West Bengal Imam Association person Muhammad Yahya has said that in Bengal elections are not going to be fought on the basis of religion over Asaduddin Owaisi's entry. You are smiling, you realize one thing, Kirip Chalia, Congress Party old strategy, divide and rule is not going to work. Imams in Bengal, 19th December, ladies and gentlemen, Imams from North Bengal district, Darjeeling, Jalpaiguri, Kuch Bihar, North Dinajpur, South Dinajpur, Malda meet and launch a campaign against divisive politics. He's smiling today, Shishir Bajoria, because he knows this old formula
because
is over. He can do nothing but smile.
What he will say. Can I come in, Arnab?
Yeah, you are free. No, you make your point directly to him.
When you started this,
yeah, go on, make your point to Kirip Chalia.
Your opening remarks were that this year will be fantastic. It will be a year of hope. It will be India's year. I'm just going to add, this year will be a year of hope. It will be West Bengal's year. It will be a year of development for West Bengal, because very soon a developmental oriented government under the overall leadership of Narendra Modi ji will be sworn in West Bengal.
You're making an election
and
speech.
This
hand over to Kirip Chalia, take the debate forward. Kirip Chalia.
No, I'm not. This business of polarizing, they are trying their best.
No, you're just making election speech. You're not answering my question. Kirip Chalia.
It's very entertaining. It's very entertaining to hear from you that Nasrat's statement is a attempt at polarization or something, or whatever it is, and that it's a distortion, or it's as if it is something she has made a big mistake. But I think when social coexistence is
Chalia, what else is
a leader of a political party, and for that matter a member of parliament, they have every right to criticize or express their grievances. That is the crux of democracy. In a democracy, a political opposition party leader, he cannot be expected to heap praises on the ruling party like you do, or many of you do. I think this is what I mean. And so far as the question of problems of Muslims, they are feeling insecure and all that is concerned.
Yes.
I don't think, however much you try, however quotes you give, however big speeches you give, Muslims are insecure, and that's even if you try, I don't think they are going to vote for BJP.
In independent India than they were ever before.
That is your assertion. But it is not the case.
Let me correct this gentleman. By the grace of God, under the government of Modi, Amit Shah, Nadda and company, under the government of BJP, I am not carrying anybody's brief, but I am telling you honestly that Muslims are safer compared to the last 70 years, where Muslims actually were used as a vote bank by the Congress and later on by Mulayam and company. And let me tell you, by the grace of God, Muslims are much better. Muslims are safer. And very well said, Nalin, that and the BJP spokesperson, this year, West Bengal is going to have the new India.
To all your assertions and our assertions in 2 or 3 months' time now.
By Amit Shah, by Modi ji governance in West Bengal. It's not a question of Muslims or Hindus or Bengalis or Brahmins. All the people of West Bengal have seen how well-meaning the team of Modi is.
Yes, I think Amit Shah is going to be the Chief Minister of Bengal.
Chief Minister, what she says. She is egomaniacal. The language she uses, nadda, chadda, phadda, is it the language of a person who is supposed to be the Chief Minister? Now her days as Chief Minister, her power is counted. Let me tell you, Modi ji, Nadda ji, and Amit Shah will now start a new governance in which Hindu, Sikh and all the people will live peacefully.
Let's bring in some sobriety into the debate. Nalin Kohli and Subirda are back on the debate. No, there are certain limits we will not cross. No, you also cannot, you have no right to ask. You have no right to ask anyone, Mohammad Tausif, whether a person is a Muslim. One question is this. To Nalin Kohli, I would say, Nalin Kohli comes on the program with a beatific smile, a calm expression, a very pleasant demeanor, which is opposite to Mohammad Tausif Rahman. But he thinks he'll have an easy ride, Subirda. So we must offer an opportunity of putting a few hurdles in his path, and let's see whether he's able to jump over them. My question to Nalin Kohli is, and what the nation wants to know is, your party chief Dilip Ghosh on New Year's Eve, 31st December, made the following remarks. Please note, now for the first time in the program, Mehez is also smiling. Okay, good. He said, to protect the dignity of our mothers and sisters, the Hindu youth need to be united. If need be, they should take up weapons. If this is not polarizing, what is? Question number 2. The same individual 5 days earlier on 26th December said, our hands, our feet are functional, and if we are forced to use them, we will retaliate in such a manner that they will not have enough bandages to attend to their wounds. What is the need to speak like this?
Certainly.
What is the need? If this is not polarization and provocation, what is?
No, I don't think that is polarization. I would say it in a little different way. Of course, these are not elegant words. And as the chief, he obviously should be more restrained in terms of what he communicates. However, it is possible. I don't know.
That's all?
And one would have to check on it. But I would say it is possible.
That's all you
Mr. Goswami.
That's very forgiving. Nalin, that's very forgiving. Nalin, that's very forgiving. Nalin, if I take the statement around and turn it around, you would be the harshest on anyone talking like that.
No, Mr. Goswami. I'm saying it is possible that since violence in Bengal against BJP workers has been unprecedented, and close to 150 of our workers have been murdered. I'm not counting
Oh,
the scores who have been
justifying it
injured.
again. Mehez, please.
It
Mehez
is-
on the
no,
right.
no, no,
Response
no, no.
are coming.
I'm saying it is possible.
He's justifying
He
it.
may have been
He's
visiting
justifying
the
it.
house of somebody.
You're justifying
He
it.
may have been
You're
visiting
justifying
the house of
verbal
somebody
violence.
and may have been therefore communicating in
I'm
terms of the
responding.
audience.
Nalin,
But I still
allow us
say
to come in, Nalin.
these are not
You've had a
appropriate
sweet
words.
time on this
We've
show.
all,
You've had
I
all the
don't know the
embraces
factual
from Arnab.
situation.
Arnab has
Maheshji, I have not
Arnab is
finished.
always too sweet to
Maheshji,
the
I
people
haven't
from
finished.
BJP, which is very
Maheshji,
well
I
known
haven't
fact.
finished. Maheshji, I haven't finished. If my statement will end, you will have all the opportunity and I will go back to my silence without interrupting you. My only last comment is it is possible that he may have been visiting
2 minutes on the debate. Thank you.
Got a very
and may have been
uninterrupted time
saying
here.
that this is what the people there feel and be articulating it. However,
All
I still
right.
hold.
Now a response.
appropriate,
Mehez
not
is coming back on the
appropriate
debate. I'm
words.
allowing a rebut because of want of time. Yes, please, Mehez.
The transition, let me remind Nalin, the transition from the respected politics, probably from the early 90s and in the last 1 decade, since BJP has come in the power, the Gali politics has now entered the drawing room and it's a very sad state affair of the country. The flag bearer, the Prime Minister, who calls Congress ki vidhva, 50 crore ki girlfriend, the misogynist comments which comes out from the BJP every single day.
Oh, one you're repeating again, repeating. She's repeating. She's repeating now. 1 minute 54, 9:54. Ad break in 30 seconds. Nalin Kohli. Thank you.
If there was an award,
Time up.
for a Nobel Prize.
Time up.
Mr. Narendra
Time
Modi
up.
include
You got it, take it. You got it, take it.
Chaiwala, all of it. And this is the politics brought by the BJP. He's been called Neech. He's been called Gandhi Nanak.
I have to close the debate. I thank you for debate number 1. I thank you for debate number 1. And coming up on the other side, ladies and gentlemen, on debate number 2, how far are going to take the politics over the vaccine, the Tika? I don't think it's required. See you in a few minutes on the debate.